Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today is going to be a short and sweet video on my 2021 planner stack. This is going to be my, at least for the next 6 months, my planner stack because mid-year I'm looking to make a couple changes, but I still have no idea what those are. So I'm just gonna say the next 6 months, this is what I'm going to be using, and then I'll do another video in like June or July. But let's get into it. I have 4 planners, so I have kind of simplified my stack a little bit. I will link previous stack videos in the description if you want to check them out. I've been doing them for years now, and it's kind of fun to look back on them and see how I've kind of like my system has kind of changed. So I'm just going to go through each one and tell you what is their purpose and how the system works together. Because for a lot of people, 4 planners is a lot. And then for others, they have like 8. And I have zero judgment for anyone on how many planners they use. Whatever system works for you, use it. Because we all have different systems and different ways of planning. So let's just jump right into it and get this rolling. So let's start with the planner on the top, which is this one right here. This is my life planner. This is my everyday planner that I plan in weekly. Well, every day, but each spread is a weekly spread, and this is a academic year. So you can see here I'm halfway done, and then I will be done at the end of June with this planner. I've got my gold coil, and I love this cover so much, and it totally sums up me as a person, especially right now. So let me just show you a couple of spreads so you can see how I use this planner. Here is a spread here. This was the first week of school. So you can see I do decorative plan in this planner, but I do it every day. So I pre-plan at the beginning of the week, usually on Saturday or Sunday, and then I pre-plan the whole thing, and then I fill it in as I go. So this planner is where I spend a lot of my time, and it is a fun planner to use, but it's also super functional for me. So I love that about it. It is my preferred format as well. It's vertical, and I just have a lot of fun with this. I think that whatever style that anyone has, if it works, then it's good, because this, even though it is pretty, it is totally functional for me. So I love this system. I want to continue weekly planning like this in the second half of the year. I just haven't figured out how I want to do that. If I want to continue with a life planner, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm exploring some other options. So this is just a really fun thing for me to plan in each week and to sit down each day and add to it. So I just have one spread left in here, which is Christmas week. I'll get that one done probably tomorrow. But I love this planner, and this is where I spend a lot of my time. Okay, next one is my Moxie Life, which I love this planner so much. So last year, I really dug deep into goal planning, and this planner was the one that really got me into that. I had used the Life Compass at the end of 2019, so I had some background on Moxie Life, but the actual planner, I've got it around here somewhere, but anyway, this is the 2021 version. This planner completely changed my life, and I don't say that lightly. It really did change how I approach my goals, how I check in with myself, how I plan ahead, and I have figured out a way for 2021 to go ahead and use this planner fully. So last year I was just using the goal sections, and then toward the end of the year, I did start to dabble in some of pre-planning and things. But here, let me show you kind of my plans for my Moxie Life this year. So I've got my goal setting stuff done at the front. I got my Life Compass. I've got my intentions, my word of the year. I've got my annual goals. I'm still adding a little bit to this little space. So here's my annual goals. And I've got my mind map for the year, which I love this. And then for my weekly or my monthly spreads in this planner, I'm using this for pre-planning and content planning. So this is going to be super helpful. This is kind of what I experimented with toward the end of 2021 or 2020. So I'm excited to kind of start the year off with that. I'm already starting to prep for my January goals. And then I've got my weekly actions. And then for my weekly spreads in here, I'm going to use this for pre-planning up here, and this is going to be a space for my memory planner notes, which we'll talk about that planner next. And then this section is going to be for my daily gratitude. So I am going to be using this planner more, which I love, and I'm just kind of playing around with just some really simple and functional planning in here, which I really like. And this is also a fun planner for me too. Like, I love that I can explore the stickers and like the layouts in this planner, but I also get to kind of experiment with some more things in here and just kind of try out some doodles and some color coding and things like that. So this planner is vital. I knew that I had to use this one again. I love this cover. I'm going to keep it on for a little while. And I'm just really excited to start the year off strong with Moxie Life, because I really like I set my goals last year and then I just didn't do as much as I could. But this year I feel like I'm in a really good spot and I'm ready to tackle my goals. So this is going to play a huge role in that. And I'm really excited to use this again. All right, next up is my memory planner, like I mentioned. So this planner, another life planner, this one's the colorful version, and this planner is specifically for memory keeping and for daily gratitude, which my monthly spreads, I've been doing them with daily gratitude. I do love this. I just don't have the time to do it anymore, and it's not meaningful if I don't do it every day, which I do get backed up. But I've been putting it in my Moxie Life. So I might just kind of like not do the monthly spreads anymore, and I'll just write it in that planner. So that's something I'm going to try for 2021. But I do love how this looks. I think it's really cool. My memory spreads are the things that I really look back on and I really enjoy just kind of flipping through it and reminiscing on how the month went. And I love putting together these spreads. This is probably, I have trouble with this and my mind changes all the time, but this may be my favorite planner just because it's so meaningful for me. I always include pictures and there's some journaling, and I love this planner so much. It's just really good. I do use the pages between the months to journal a little bit more private things. So this planner, again, is up in June. So I'm going to be exploring some other options for memory planning. I do have some ideas, but I'm just not quite sure yet. But I've got some time. I can figure it out. But I'm pretty much caught up on my memory spreads here. I just have a couple in December to finish up. And then I love that one. And then I will be caught up for 2020. And I'll do a full flip through of my memory planner at some point. But I do love this planner. Like I said, it may be my favorite. It's just really special. Like, this one is the one that holds all the love. And I really just love that about this planner. So that is number 3. And then number 4 is my teacher planner. This is the teacher lesson planner. It's huge. This goes to work with me on Monday and comes home on Friday. So it lives at school pretty much all the time. But this planner has been just a lifesaver pretty much every year that I've used it. I don't know if I'm going to be using this one for the next school year, but like I said, I've got time to figure all of that out. But I really love how I laid out my planner this year. So whatever I use next year, this layout is going to come with me because it has really helped me to compartmentalize everything in my brain at work because it's been so crazy. But this side of the planner is my actual teaching and my lesson plans and things like that. This side is my instructional coaching and all of the other things that I do at school. So I've really enjoyed having this setup. I also love the addition of this column this year, the ideas and notes, where I can like come back, like revisit things that I definitely want to look at again. It's just been really good, and there's plenty of space. So on weeks that I don't need the space, it's fine, but on weeks when I do, it's just so nice to have all of this room. I just love that about this planner. My monthlies get neglected quite a bit, but that's totally fine with me. The weeklies are really where it's at for me in here. And I just love checklists and marking off things. I've kept it pretty simple this year. I mean, I decorate some, but really it's just been about keeping it functional and then just adding in some color here and there. I do like the pops of color. It makes me want to spend time in here. So that's why I do it, but I keep it, you know, like I said, pretty functional. So that's the last planner. Now you may be wondering, if you've watched previous planner stack videos, well, what about meal planning? What do you do there? Because I used to have a meal planner. Well, I've found a solution for that. And also daily planning. Like, what do you do about daily planning? Like when you need it. So I have these two notepads from Lights Planner Action. These have been super helpful. This one is just a daily notepad. I use these on the weekends sometimes, but really just pretty rarely do I use these, but when I need them, they're here and they're super helpful. And then for meal planning, I have this one also from Lights Planner Action that's just super simple and straightforward, and this is exactly what I need. It's super simple, and I love that. So I've found solutions to my problems, or just simplifying where I need to, and that has been really helpful. I think 4 is a good number for me, and they each have their own purpose. So just one more time, this is my everyday planner for my daily and weekly planning. I've got my Moxie Life for my goal planning, also my content and pre-planning, and then I've got my memory planner for my memory keeping, and my teacher lesson planner for school and work. So this is my system. It's working so far, as I've been kind of leaning it down at the end of 2020. So I'm excited to see what the next 6 months bring. And then I'll be back in June to tell you my decisions on where I'm going to go from there. So I'm really excited about starting a new year and finishing up some planners and really digging into my goals especially. I think it's going to be a good year for that. I feel very focused because of this planner, and then everything else just kind of supports that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing how my planner system is going to work for 2021. And if you have any questions, you can definitely leave those down in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you next time. Bye!